Hello my friends, today is Wednesday, April 30th, 2025, and I've come today to do a general reading for the listener. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest. But you know, if the shoe fits, it's your destiny to put it on, just like Cinderella. Yeah. If you've been feeling a lot like Cinderella lately, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, just know that you are moving towards your life purpose, right? No spiritual bypassing. You have to put the work in. That's North Node, the head of the dragon. Coming in with void of course moon, missing. Void of course moon is like when the moon is not making any aspects to any planets on the astrological wheel. It's just kind of free flying, free solo flying through the atmosphere. And so with life's purpose coming through with void of course moon, it doesn't tell me that you're missing the point. It doesn't tell me that you're missing the point on what you're doing. But rather what it tells me is others are missing the point to what you're doing. Because you're on the path. But it might not look like it from the outsider's perspective. Eventually you will align up to something that makes sense to the onlooker. Libra, I balance. Saturn, truth. I balance truth. I love this because Saturn is exalted in the sign of Libra. Libra is air, communication. It's one-on-one partnerships. It's setting up the structure. And that's why Saturn does so well in Libra, because Saturn is the structure. Saturn is the bones. The bones of the house, right? Okay, we have Leo, I will, the will of you, the childlike nature. It's your inner fire, it's the inner spark, it's how you play, and it's how you do. Coming in with Black Moon Lilith, the mystery. I will. The will of the mystery of the void, mystery of what? Mystery of Grand Cross and part of fortune, provoker energy and increase energy. Part of fortune in the Egyptian lot has to do with, so it's this like method of calculation where in life you obtain like this increase in some form of wealth. Part of fortune, an increase in fortune. And coming in with this Grand Cross energy, provoker energy, which I don't feel is the correct word for it. Instead, it's like standing at the center and seeing all four directions, and all of these things are closing in. It's being able to take stock in everything happening around you and still acting according to you, according to your true nature. So by doing that, by juggling all of the balls in the air at the same time, you'll see the increase. I urge you to look in your astrological chart to see where your part of fortune is. For me, it's in the second house in Pisces, which means for me to share this gift of being able to tap into the unseen realms I increase my wealth. So that's kind of why I find myself doing these card readings, is because I feel wealthy when I do it. I can't explain it really any other way, but it's definitely something that I know that I'm supposed to be doing. So, you know, even though the mystery of me, I guess, the mystery of unfolding the story might not be understood or seen, you know, this void of course moon, this missing purpose, for some reason doing this doesn't make sense, but to me it totally does. Right? It's my will to discover the mystery. And it's my will to balance the truth and the justice with the lies and the injustice. That's my whole purpose. I feel like this is an interview reading for some reason. Thanks, Spirit, for helping me out with my interview. But anyway, you know, whenever I give these readings and I talk about it as if it's my own, I just understand that there are more people out there who can relate to these stories. So don't take it personally, I guess. Don't take it personally that I'm talking about myself. And also, like, writing it off like a collective reading, because it really is both. I'm part of a collective of individuals who have this type of energy that they can tap into, access, and use for the greatest and best good of all. But I'm putting my oxygen mask on first, because I have to take care of me. No one else is gonna take care of me. So I do hope that these readings will help you, whoever you are out there, the listener. I hope that the readings give you finer insight on your own life. And, you know, if you have any questions, if you'd like a private reading, if you'd like a private astrological chart reading, you can message me. I'm available for things like that. But I'd like to carry on. Thank you for that slight digression. I'd like to carry on, and I'm going to pull now from the Oracle of Ascendants. So this is the base reading that we have, folks. This is the base energy that we have to work with today. It's us understanding that, you know, our life's purpose might have been a mystery for some time, but the structure, we have been building the structure, building the foundation. That's Saturn in Libra. Building the structure and a foundation, and understanding the drive from our own, like, solar plexus chakra, because that's Leo right there. That's like your lion-hearted nature. Knowing that there's a greater mystery to unfold, and knowing that you just have to keep pressing on, pressing forward. That's the lions driving the chariot in the tarot. And, you know, understanding that you're in the crosshairs, understanding that you're in the line of sight, but doing it anyway because you want to, because it's your will. It's your will to carry out your will, which matches up with the divine will. It's accessing your creator mode. Ooh, that one hopped. Ouroboros coming in next. This is a cycle repetition with the Eye of Horus. Understanding that you can see the divine creator's path laid out in front of you, okay? The Ouroboros with the Eye of Horus. I love this card, Kether. the most pure white light coming in from the sun, from the central sun, the center of our galaxy, shining all the way through. It's like a train of light. It's like a chain of light. And all of these chains connect up together with the element of fire. Fires consume, but to consume and to burn creates like that fuel to help power you on into the next phase. It's using the light that's coming in now, this new light that our sun really hasn't seen before. It's taking this brand new light you haven't felt, experienced, seen, putting it in your combustion engine in your body, using it to fuel yourself, to leave the cycle. I'm hearing like leave samsara. This is totally the last lifetime for a lot of us people, okay? A lot of us star-seeded beings, this is the last lifetime that we're gonna have to do this type of work. Yesod, which is foundation, and I love that it's on the purple ray with Halil, world bridging energy. It's you using this Kether, this divine pure white light, to fuel your alchemical fires of transmutation so that we can take these cycles of the past to build the foundations of our world bridger-ness nature. Because Halil is the infinite realms of above and below. It is the horizontal planes. It's Archangel Sandalphon who holds the horizontal planes. And it's also your elemental being. It's your elemental nature. It's your ability to connect with the dragons of the rainbow, of every chakra in your system, right? Working hand in hand with Archangel Sandalphon. And allowing you, because look here, do you see this? That's the serpent in the middle. That's you, that's your animalistic nature. It's your Shakti. Yeah. It's you accessing your Shakti and working with the elementals to build this new foundation for which you will stand upon. It's your legacy. The cross and Venus. Wow. This is Sophia Christ consciousness that we're all tapping into now, okay? And with the ability to understand the path that Venus had to take to get to this level. Understanding the fact that Venus came from her retrograde phase and is now in Aries, by the way. I love that. That is total rebirth energy. That is the redemption and rebirth of the Sophia Christed consciousness. Wow. This is incredible, actually. It's the sacrifice that Venus Inanna made to go into the underworld to meet with her sister Ereshkigal, only to be turned away and her soul perish. But then the resurrection happening, you know, the divine masculine coming in to rescue her and help her pull herself up onto her feet and exit the gates of hell and return once more to the foundation of the realms of the above. using those alchemical fires of this pure white light to transform herself. And you know what? That was the plan all along. It was the plan all along, even if you didn't see it. But it was Venus and Anna escaping that cycle that the Divine Creator had seen for her all along, that she would. And that was her life's purpose, right? Jema, thank you. Yeah, I do want some shamanic cards at this time. Well, this is beautiful because, you know, it's telling me that Venus was victorious in leaving that cycle behind. And on a quantum level, it shows us the power that the Divine Feminine has been returned to. It's like she's returned to her rightful seat at the table. Her birthright, her life's purpose, the one that the Divine laid out before her. To that we say Jema. The desert. Resilience has been learned. Resilience and nurture. Because we've walked through this desert and learned how to be resilient, we've learned how to self-soothe. We've learned how to put one foot in front of the other. Union. The union of the sun and the moon within ourselves. Understanding that the sun will rise again in the morning. Even if we're in a new moon. This is the new moon in Taurus that we just came through, okay? And you can see that the moon and the sun are together. Union and birth. Yeah, wow. I'm getting, my entire scalp is tingling. So this is the new moon in Taurus, where Venus and Nana came through and said, I am here. That was her rebirth. We have sleeping man, unconscious, with the dove of forgiveness. I have butterfingers today. Unconscious forgiveness. That's a beautiful message together. Doves fly free. May we all be free. We can forgive ourselves for standing in our own way, for making life harder on ourselves. We can forgive ourselves for unconsciously putting those roadblocks up, for unconsciously walking into these pitfall traps. That was us all along, though. Koi, good luck. And horse, travel. Fun. Good luck on your travels, young explorers, right? It's like the universe wishing us luck on this next phase of life that we're just going to be like traveling through. Extremely positive message. Extremely positive. I'm gonna go ahead and pull an angel card for us now. Yes. And today's angel message is protection for the vulnerable heart. Walking the path to discovering your own truth means that you're walking a path of vulnerability. You're walking a path that other people will watch you, judge you, criticize you, put you down, try to trip you up, try to kick you when you're down, right? That's what it means to be vulnerable, especially whenever you're tapped into Venusian principles. Like Venus, the planet, rules the signs of Taurus, and it rules the sign of Libra. Taurus is tangible, earthly items. Libra is ideals and communication, it's fairness, it's balance, it's making sure that the sun and moon are together in divine union. And protection for the vulnerable heart. Not all the time, if you're putting up those barriers of protection around your heart, not only are you keeping out the good and the bad, like you're keeping out the bad, but you're keeping out the good too, because you have a wall around yourself. You have to let that barrier go so that osmosis can occur, so that the balance can occur. And let's say that you have the golden keys for the collective to achieve this new level of consciousness when it comes to having pure true love, but you're afraid to be vulnerable. Others will never experience that. And I believe that that's why I'm here, is so that I can be vulnerable with other people and show you that it's worth it. It's worth doing. It's worth accepting yourself. It's worth accepting others for who they are in their vulnerable state. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read the book on this. I flipped to number 13, Recovery into Grace, into Freedom, Fatherhood in the Divine Masculine, and Protection for the Vulnerable Heart. Vulnerable hearts can be powerful, open, honest, and wise. To remain in such a state of heightened openness, such souls need a safe, protective field from potentially undermining influences. Spiritual protection is available for all of us. However, there are times when we feel particularly vulnerable and have a greater need for spiritual light to secure and seal our path. This protection allows our hearts to remain sensitively tuned into what is happening, so we know which steps to take. This oracle brings the message that when we feel the most sensitive or uncertain, we are very open to spiritual blessings. There are blessings that want to find their way into your world, and your heart is providing protection and sanctuary in more ways than you know. Keep your heart open to spiritual grace. And this is a prayer with Archangel Michael today. Archangel Michael, you bring the strength, will, and protection of sacred fire to me now for the greatest good of all. Sacred fire brings the healing gifts of cleansing, freedom from the past, and renewal so I may experience a new chapter in my life. Please hold and protect the sacred space for healing to happen. According to divine grace, I open my heart to you, my dear angelic friend. Please empower and bless this sacred work. So be it. A sacred circle of divine protection now forms around me in divine indigo light. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael. I would like to offer this healing to all for the greatest good of all, and to wherever it can do the most good. Beloved Archangel Michael, you are the defender of all who are vulnerable and all who need to remember their strength. I ask you to lend your protection to those in need, especially the youth, in need of guidance, safety, reassurance, and encouragement to embrace their life path and honor their uniqueness. Please watch over all children and vulnerable people who have been abandoned, neglected, misled, or harmed, and have lost touch with their inner value, light, and beauty. Please help them feel that they matter, that they are loved, and that they belong. Help them know that life is a precious treasure that shall reveal much grace to them as they trust in themselves and their journey. So be it. From my grateful heart, I thank you, Archangel Michael. The sacred work is now complete. May the energies generated here today bring spiritual benefit to all beings. May any excess energy be sent to where it can do the most good. So be it. Thank you. I feel like Archangel Michael held the hand of Venus and Nana through the gates of hell. I feel like the path was so treacherous. The path that she walked lifetime after lifetime, through her own forgetting. And then birthed herself. It was like, nobody else could do that but her. Like, she had to forgive her sister. She had to forgive Ereshkigal for those transgressions caused against her. Just for herself. She had to forgive her for herself so that she could move on. And like, no matter what unconscious things she had placed in her own way, she had the good luck anyway. The luck of the divine, the luck of the draw, right? A reading that I had done a few weeks ago, I had this vision of standing in a meadow, and there was a horse coming towards you, coming towards me, coming towards listener. And when the horse arrived, there was a note tied around its collar, and you opened it, and it had a divine message on it from Creator. That was you that wrote the note. That was you, Divine Creator, who wrote the note for yourself to read. It was like, there's an app called The Pattern, and you can, or at least you used to be able to like leave, or was it CoStar? I don't even know, but there's like this app, right? This astrology app where you can write a little message for yourself and it'll just like appear for you later on to read. And that's totally the image that I'm getting, is that you left yourself a trail of breadcrumbs to follow to lead you out of the darkness. I'm gonna pull a Mother Mary card. Grab a swig of water. I'm feeling a lot better today. We're pulling ourselves out of the darkness, you guys. We have so much help doing it too. That's the beautiful part, is that we were never truly alone. There's always someone looking out for you. Faith in the promises brings strength. Number 8, Our Lady of Promise. Faith in the promises brings strength. That's understanding that there is a divine path to walk. It's having faith that the efforts that you put forth will be repaid to you. It's the rule of 3. Whatever you do returns to you threefold. So sow the seeds of goodness, and goodness will return. And it might not return financially. That's the promise of Venus. The Venus value system that you have faith in. I have faith in love and the God above and the God within. And I have faith that that type of energy will be, I'm seeing a wave folding over itself over and over again and getting larger and larger. And it's this light blue wave of grace, this light blue wave of Mother Mary. Wow. That's the promise of Our Lady. Faith in the promise brings strength. I love that. Let's get a unicorn card, you guys. The bottom card. Strength. Faith in the promise brings strength. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. It's a dark horse with purple eye. It's beautiful. I'm feeling the need to just draw one more, since we're talking about the power of 3 here. I'm gonna pull it from this deck here. Look at the bottom, gates. It's us getting on this dark horse of strength and letting it carry us through the gates to our destiny, to our North Node. And you are protected. You know, as you show up for others, you're showing up for yourself. That's service to others. It's being able to stand up for somebody else. By standing up for somebody else, you're actually standing up for yourself. That's the strength, and that's the beauty of it. I encourage you today just to keep an eye out for others. because there's always going to be someone keeping their eye out for you. And that is the promise that Our Lady carries with her today. Be blessed, everybody.